and welcome back to MB Speedway TV. Well, Pico, not quite Speedway, but I tell you what, when the venue does what it does, it unleashes some big events, doesn't it?
Big events and big names, and we're really looking forward to December the 12th. It's going to be something pretty special, I think.
Freestyle motocross and speed and style.
Yep.
Something you and I know a lot about is speed and style, of course.
Style, more the style, yeah. So
there's one man, Australian man, that's taken it to the world. No one does it better in freestyle motocross. Described on his own website as a nutter.
As a nutter, that might be a good description, yeah.
Absolutely. We've got him on the line. Robbie Maddison. Matter, how are you?
Not too bad.
Welcome home.
Yeah, mate. It's always good to be back in Oz. It's a blast to be back here, and looking forward to coming to Murray Bridge. Haven't been there since I was a little kid for the Aussie titles back in the 80s. So yeah, a lot of history going down, or 90s.
Robbie, there wouldn't be too many motorsport fans that wouldn't know of what you've been up to, and I guess of most recent times, riding a motorbike on water in the Pipe Dream. How crazy was that?
Yeah, man, it's a dream come true, really. It's something I had that vision and was really looking forward to achieving it. And yeah, to see it come through that way, mind-blowing, literally mind-blowing. But yeah, just stoked to have it behind me and learn from it and keep moving forward. Yeah, got some exciting kind of things stemming from that. So it's been just a life-changing event, that whole Pipe Dream.
With the Pipe Dream there, Robbie, what were some of the safety things you had to put in place to make sure you were okay?
Well, you wouldn't believe it, but wearing a motorbike helmet in the ocean is a good safety thing because it's got so much flotation in it.
Yeah,
so
of course,
a lot of people say, oh, you know, going there with your helmet was crazy, but it was actually the best thing I could have had. But that, along with a life jacket, and I was pretty much floating really well. And you know, we had that on myself, and then on the motorcycle, I had a onboard canister that had an airbag system that I'd turn a lever and the whole thing would blow up. So when I sink it, we could float the bike. So
bring the bike back.
Those two things coupled together. We sealed off the engine so no oil or fuel could escape when the bike went under, and it'd only take water in, couldn't leak anything out. So we kind of did that to secure the environment, and that was pretty much safety. We had a couple of boats in the water. We had guys on jet skis and surf guys who work, that do the Quicksilver Pro and the World Championship over there in Chopu. The watermen that specifying those brakes were working with us, so we had the right men for the job.
Yeah.
How do you ever come up with a concept like that to ride a motorbike on water? I'm worried about the party you were at when that idea broke loose.
Yeah, the concept, it's just been, I've just been itching for it to come out of my body for so long. My whole life I've just been a dreamer, and I've always just thought of life to be as big and as grand as you can make it. And that's just where my mindset stays. I'm always trying to think of the new idea and always trying to spin everything and really just searching for these kind of visions and ideas and just trying to live a creative life that inspires me and keeps me passionate and excited to be as good and as healthy as I can. I've got to be excited to get up each day, so that's what does it for me.
Robbie, excited to get up each day. I've read in your bio today from a man that's backflipped over the Tower Bridge, leapt 400 feet over the San Diego Harbour, jumped a motorcycle at 106.98 metres, jumped up the Arc de Trèves in France, mock-up 8 stories high, 24 metres, and then for a bit of fun, you jumped down.
Yeah, it was 30 metres actually. It was 20.
You kept selling them short.
Yeah. But no, it's been awesome. All these things have been literally like defining moments in my life. They've all taught me just certain things and were about work ethic as well as much as attention to detail and all kinds of stuff. When you're dealing with that kind of risk, you really have to be on point in every area of life. So it's been just doing what I've done and pulling it all off has been things kind of molded me in the person I am, and I'm stoked I've done it all. It's been crazy risk at times. I've questioned myself and wondered why I'm doing this. It's crazy. I can see it, but it's fundamentally they've all taught me something that's kind of hopefully turn around and offer it to my kids and make the world a better place one day maybe.
We just watched you jump up the building. What was worse, going up and landing, or coming down, the free fall coming down and landing?
They were both pretty tough ones to suck up and do, you know. But I think visually going up was and it was the first fearful part was going up, and
Yep.
and visually it looked I probably didn't look the worst, but it was the first bit I had to conquer, and it was the first bit that scared me. But once I got up, then coming down was the whole issue. But I didn't worry about coming down until I figured out going up. So they both scared me. That I was like each chapter of the book. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend either.
For the apprentice auto electrician, or was it electrician? When you left school, your electrical apprenticeship?
Sorry, what was that?
When you left school, you were going to be an electrical apprentice?
Yeah. My dad's an electrician, and this is what I went to. You know, it was what I knew. I'd kind of helped him out on jobs growing up, so I kind of knew half of what was going on. And I excelled in the interview because I just knew what I was talking about. So it was just what I went to, but it wasn't what I was passionate about. You know, so it was all good in the start, and I liked it. It was all different, but you know, after a couple of years, I got used to it, and it just wasn't doing it for me. I just needed something else in life, and the dirt bikes, I had the foundation already set there. I had the skill set, and it was just a matter of dedicating myself to it and figuring out how to pay for it, and then I pulled it off. You know?
Robbie, there's not too much you haven't won. Explain to us the difference between a freestyle motocross and the speed and style. How do you differentiate between the two?
Well, the freestyle motocross is pretty much a 1 to 2 minute run, depending on semi and finals. But you know, you're on a course that's just predominantly massive jumps, that's huge air time, and the guys are doing the craziest tricks they can, one after the other. And speed and style is a supercross track, which we used to seeing the guys race around with the dirt obstacles. And then in the middle of the supercross track, you have 1 or 2 of the larger jumps. So they're racing around for a fast time, as well as coupling that together with one big trick. And the trick offers, depending on how well they score, turns into a time deficit that comes off their overall time. So you necessarily don't have to win the speed and style. If you do a bigger trick, you might still beat the person. So it's a little bit exciting. It's a bit of a different spin. And also, another part of the event is they're also having extreme enduro with a bunch of the world's and Australia's top enduro riders. And it's going to be where they're coming over logs and rocks and all tough obstacles. So it's going to be a lot of different things going on down there.
Hey, you've pulled together a good event, haven't you? When you get a judge, you got Bubba from Krusty Demons. That guy's a walking, talking legend himself, and he's the main judge.
Yeah, he's a barrel of laughs, Bubba. I can't wait to get him back here.
Hey, you got some good guys hitting town. Nate Adams, man, he what he can't do on a bike. He's obviously one of your toughest competitors on the world's
Yeah, on the scene, you know, he's been named as the destroyer, and that's just because of his results over the last 10 years. He's been probably the most consistent guy in freestyle motocross history, and definitely one of the older guys now. But it's we've got predominantly the sport's dominated by Aussies. You got Jacko Strong and guys like Robbie Adelberg and Aussies out here that do one of a kind stuff in the world. So it's bringing the old dogs down here against the new boys, it's going to be interesting to see how he defends. But, he's a great guy and a really close friend of mine, and he's just all about the experiences and giving back. He's achieved so much. So it's just more of like a celebration for him. He loves Australia, and he's stoked to come back here. So it's going to be good to have him back in town.
And Blake Williams, Bilko, he's coming down as well. So he'll put on a great show for everyone.
Yeah, man, Bilko's one of a kind. He's such a character. Yeah, can't wait to have him back too. So it's going to be a big reunion. A lot of these guys have been around him for a long time, so it's going to be a good event.
Yeah.
Robbie, do you know anything of the local boys? Luke Arbon's a local Adelaide lad, Trinity High guy, doing pretty good with his motocross, and I see he's entered.
Yeah, Luke's solid rider. I've been watching him for years now, progress through the sport, and he absolutely rips. It's good to see the South Oz boys, represented in the Aussie scene.
So it looks like it's going to be a big event, mate. We're going to encourage all the Speedway people to get along and be a part of this. 3 o'clock gates are opening. 6 o'clock the main event's on. And from everything I've seen so far, it's going to be one hell of an event. It's going to be
something not to miss. Everyone's going to want to be there.
Yeah, for sure, mate. Can't wait. Everyone come out and support. It's going to be a sick event. There's some of the world's best riders. And we actually had round 1 of this event in Tasmania last year, and it was a good event, it was successful, but we've learned lots since then. We have a way better course, way better riders. Everyone knows what they're doing. It's going to be a more polished show, and it's all Aussie, It's not from overseas. It's no US investors. This is like underground Aussie companies supporting this. It's Aussie, it's underground. It's all the people who give their blood and bones to the sport. Shannon Ryman, we all got to thank her so much. She's a promoter, and she's such a sweetheart, and she's the mother of the sport to all these guys. She's giving back so much. It's just good to kind of come down.
She's a lovely, lovely lady, Robbie. We love what she does.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. So it's just to see a strong woman like that pull off an event like this, it's worth going out there to support Shannon as well as the motorcycle scene. It's going to be a great event.
Get along, folks. Don't miss it. You can get your tickets through Motorcycling Australia at 251 Beulah Park, or get online on OutTix. Tickets are a must-have thing. If you miss this, I think you're going to be sorry.
You'll be very sorry to miss this. It's
Very sorry.
Awesome.
Robbie, thanks for joining us. Enjoy your time back home. Look forward
No
to
worries,
catching up
boys.
with you up at the bridge.
Cheers. All
Thanks,
day.
Robbie.
Catch you soon.
Yeah.
Man, can that boy entertain?
He's going to be worth going to see just himself. So I can't wait to get there. It's going to be awesome.
Primarily acting as a coach, he was telling us off air, he has actually designed this track
Yeah.
to make this all happen.
Yep.
World-class event in our backyard at Murray
Right
Bridge.
here in Murray Bridge, and it's going to be brilliant.
Oh, folks, do yourself a favour. Get online, book your tickets. I know it's not Speedway, but I tell you what, we're going to have a good night.
Absolutely.
It's on. We'll be back right after this. Maybe we'll try some freestyle while we're gone.
Yeah.
Australian FMX Speed and Style titles, Murray Bridge Speedway, December 12. Australia's best riders go head-to-head with special guests, 20-time X Games medalist Nate Adams and extreme athlete Robbie Maddison. Tickets at outtix.com.au.